Happy Friday, I'm Avery.
And I'm Maya.
Attention all backstage tech for the fall play. You will need to be at rehearsal on October 15th from 3 to 5:10 and every day after that.
NHS is hosting a coinware and 5th period classes to help raise money for our annual Boo Bash. Please consider supporting this great community event and possibly win your 5th hour at pizza party.
Students, if you are interested in debate, mock trial, the press and broadcasting, being a senator or representative, or even being the governor of the state of Michigan, then youth and government is for you. Please email Ms. Neal or Mr. Gahn for more information.
The Charitable Union is holding its annual winter coat drive. We encourage staff and students to donate. Donations of clean, gently used, or new winter coats are currently being accepted in a bin outside of the main office.
Now sending it to Carly and Emma with the sports.
Thank you, Avery and Maya. I'm Carly.
And I'm Emma. Here are some sports updates.
On Tuesday, both cross-country teams ran the all-city meet here at home. Marissa Demarest came in 5th and Layla Silkworth in 6th. Great job, ladies.
Christian Ayers had a great run, crushing his PR and placing 2nd, and Cooper Gardner placed 4th. Awesome work, guys.
Swim had a meet on Tuesday, winning against Sturgis 101-79. Great job.
Varsity volleyball faced off against Coldwater Wednesday, putting up a good fight and to end up winning 3-2.
Varsity golf had a match on Wednesday. Harper placed 2nd with a score of 377. Haley Willie placed 6th, scoring a 90.
Soccer took on Hastings in the regional game and pulled a victory 2-1. Huge congrats.
Today, football plays at Hastings. The theme is camo. Be there and be loud.
Now let's check out some Powder Puff game footage.
Giving the juniors a first down.
Good about the game. I think we're going to get the big W, and the girls, they're all ready to play.
So these seniors will be beating the juniors. They don't know it yet. They don't know what's coming, but we got that lock.
Tanner, you're not or
Great run, reverses your field.
Seniors on top!
Thank you. Here is Carson, Grace, and Grace for a tennis interview.
Thank you. I'm Grace, and we're here with some of the boys varsity tennis team. What does it feel like to be a boys varsity captain?
It's a big role, a lot of responsibility, keep the team in line, but overall it's going pretty good.
What does it feel like to be a freshman #1 singles on varsity?
It's a lot harder than middle school, and there's a lot of better competition.
What's the hardest part of being on the varsity tennis team?
Definitely like keeping your attitude right and making sure you have, like, you don't make mistakes and just have faith in yourself.
Here's Grace and Carson with some soccer clips.
Broderick clears the ball to the offense. The team celebrates after their first goal. Jake is playing very aggressive. The score going into the second half. Cohen passes it to TJ for their final goal. The team celebrates after bringing the score 2-1. Cohen is very excited for this game. The team huddles getting ready to go into the second half.
They need to do a cheer.
The boys celebrate after winning.
The final score of the district game.
The team in the student section celebrate after a great win.
Thanks, Carly and Emma, with the sports update. I'm Jenna.
And I'm Chloe. Now we have an important testing update.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Gardner, and this is Miss Neal, and we are here to talk a little bit about the PSAT test this fall, and also the SAT and PSAT and MSTEP test from last spring.
The first test that we want to talk to you about is the 8-9. If you see the graphic, you can see that we've been increasing over time if we follow that trend, and so we'd really like to go even higher and overcome that 862. So let's shoot high and do good work. And the next graphic is about our PSAT 10 scores. We just have the two scores for comparison, and look, we're stuck at 885, so let's raise up and get that score even higher.
Now you are looking at the SAT results from last spring. So this is the test that our juniors take, and this is where we kind of fall in relation to schools in our area. So you can see that we had just over 20% of the students in the junior class last year, so this year's seniors, who were proficient in both math and English tests. But you can also see how we compare to area schools. So we did just beat out Lakeview, but we want to beat out all of the schools you see here, Marshall, Olivet, Coldwater, and Hastings. So hopefully our juniors this year will aspire to increase our percentage of proficiency in math and ELA.
Here are the MSTEP Science 11th grade proficiency results. So this is in comparison to schools in our area. If you look, we are the blue, and so we did make significant improvements last year, and we'd like to go even higher. So keep working hard in your science classes so that we can be #1.
And here is our MSTEP social studies scores from last year. So in this particular graphic, we are the pink. Okay, so we were pretty low for many consecutive years. And last year's, our juniors, so this year's seniors again, they took on the challenge and met the challenge and went from a 22% proficient all the way up to 58% proficient, and we're leading the group in the area. We're leading schools in the area. So we want to continue this across the board with all of our subjects. And then we also want to talk a little bit about what's coming up. So October 22nd, you will be taking the PSAT test to help prepare you for these spring tests, which are really important for our schools. Last year, we offered incentives for our current seniors with their MSTEP scores. So we challenged them to improve in both science and social studies, and if collectively they did as a class, then they would be rewarded and acknowledged. So this year, our seniors did earn that reward, and they will get a coupon to Bolero, which we'll pass out later this week, and then also they are going to get a free extended lunch day. Ms. Howard will release that date soon, but what that means is they'll be excused from seminar, and they will all, the entire senior class, will have the opportunity to have open lunch.
Awesome.
Which means you can go sit down somewhere and eat if you wanted. If you choose not to leave for open lunch that day, then you would report to seminar as normal. But if you want to take advantage of that, pay attention for that email to come and for that opportunity to be for seniors this year because of how well they did on the MSTEP last year. And then one last thing, for juniors who are taking the PSAT this October, so again, October 22nd, an incentive for you to do well is if you are proficient in both math and ELA subjects, then you will get to have open lunch after spring break next year as a junior. And if you are proficient in one subject, then you will get to have open lunch for 1 week of your choice after spring break this year. So do your best, show up, and hopefully we can compete and lead in the area. Thanks, guys.
This week, band got all ones at their festival. Now let's send it to Tristan with an interview.
Thank you for joining me. How do you feel about the show tonight?
Well, obviously we had great success, so I feel pretty good about it. We got a Division I rating, which is as good as you can get. In fact, we got straight Division I ratings. We got a 1 in music, 1 in marching, 1 in visual effect. Can't get any better. So yeah, no, I feel great about the show. Kids have worked really, really hard.
That's great. And how do you feel about your season overall?
Yeah, it's been a trying season. We're continuing to grow every year, so there's a great deal of newcomers every year, and with the freshman classes continuing to grow, it's difficult to get them up to speed in time and make sure that the overall quality of the show is like where we want it to be. So upperclassmen really do a lot of heavy lifting in order to, get the freshmen ready to perform the way that we want them to.
And I asked this to Brian last time. What's your favorite part of the show?
It's a good show. My favorite part of the show is probably that really nasty lick of music at the very beginning of Show Me How You Burlesque, where it's just really like raunchy and like it hits. So yeah.
Thank you for the interview.
Yeah, thank you.
Now let's send it over to Avery and Maya.
Thank you, Tristan, for the band.
Carly and Emma for the sports.
And Jenna and Chloe for the interview.
Thank you for tuning in.
And it's a great day to be a Harper Creek Beaver.